So, Scott Aaron here. Grateful to have you back with me again for another episode or training, if that's the way that you would like to classify it. As If you're listening to this in real time or watching this in real time, I always love to hear feedback and let me know what you loved about the episode. You can type hashtag live in the comments, or if you're watching on YouTube. If you are listening to this on the audio version, whether it's on Apple, whether it's on Spotify, please don't forget to subscribe to the podcast, but also please do let me know what you enjoyed most about the episode. You can DM me on Instagram at Scott Aaron LinkedIn, or you can just shoot me an email, scott@scottaaron.net, to let me know what your biggest feedback and takeaway was. But also, if you are watching this on YouTube, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I do upload multiple episodes every single week, and just looking to really keep all of you informed about what is going on with LinkedIn. And obviously, this is a newer feature, and again, I really like to always, I don't want to say to be the first, but I do like raising awareness and attention around newer features that I do feel will really, help people grow and expand their businesses leveraging LinkedIn. This one specifically is for, I would say, more visibility, but also audience growth. And it's a weekly tracker, as LinkedIn calls it. It's one of those newer features that really encourages people to share, whether that's content, whether that's collaborative articles, whatever it is. So it's called the weekly sharing tracker. Now, I stumbled upon this completely by accident. I had no idea that it existed. I had no idea what it actually was until I was kind of just perusing around, and I was checking out my weekly analytics, as I always do, kind of seeing, what content resonated the most with what I was pushing out. And then I ended up seeing this little section that said weekly progress tracker and or weekly sharing tracker. And I'm like, what is that? I have no clue what that is, how it works. So LinkedIn is always looking for ways to encourage people to engage, to share, to contribute, because that's what they want. They want people spending time on the platform in the right way, and this is one of the best ways that they figured to give encouragement, to reward people. Now, they can reward you with more impressions, they can reward you with more visibility. So if you're sharing the right kind of content, guess what? It's going to really impact your audience the right way. So again, this is called the weekly sharing tracker, and it focuses on three things. The first being creating content. So, LinkedIn recommends to, create certain types of content. Now, that could be various different things. That it could be a post, it could be a poll, it could be a newsletter edition, it could be a document, it could be a template, it could be a regular image post. Whatever it is that you wanted to do, LinkedIn really wants you to share with your audience. I've talked about it in previous trainings, the fact that there's two types of people on LinkedIn. There are active participants, meaning there are people that create content, share content, engage on a regular basis. And then there are the passive engagers. And these are people that are just kind of sitting in the stands, watching the game as it unfolds. And that's really it. And you want to make sure that you get into the game on LinkedIn. You want to make sure that you're engaging, you're creating content, you're doing all those things. So LinkedIn encourages you and wants you to share content on a weekly basis. Now, the other thing that they recommend you to do, the second thing is, contributing to a collaborative article or collaborative articles. Now, there are a lot of people that I would say have been hating on the LinkedIn Top Community Voice badges. I remember watching, there was another LinkedIn person that was basically poo-pooing them, that they were garbage. And everyone's entitled to their opinion, and there's probably a lot of people out there that do feel they're garbage. I, for one, do not feel they're garbage, because if you find a collaborative article topic that is within your zone of genius and you contribute on a consistent basis every single week to that article topic, guess what? People are going to find your contributions insightful, and LinkedIn is going to reward you with this Top Community Voice badge. Now, I feel that that is just as, if not more powerful than the LinkedIn Top Voices. Now, LinkedIn taps certain people to become a top voice, but when your counterparts, when your network, when your connections actually step forward and say, you know what? I find your contributions extremely insightful. I find your contributions very beneficial. Thank you. And in return, LinkedIn then recognizes you as that top community voice. That's what we're looking to do. We're looking to build community. We're looking to build a way to bridge that gap between people that don't know us to those that do know us. So making sure on a weekly basis you're contributing to collaborative articles. Now, the third thing that they recommend doing each week is engaging with your audience. Now, this could be one of two things. Number one, this could be engaging with people who engage in your own content, meaning something that you've created, or it could mean engaging in someone else's content. So you're scrolling through the news feed of LinkedIn and you find someone they write something and it really, really draws you in the sense you resonate with it very, very highly, and it really triggers you in a positive way to engage with it as well. That's what LinkedIn wants you to do. Now, a lot of people are, asking, where do I find this? So if you are to go onto LinkedIn, so if you're on the main LinkedIn feed, so the homepage of LinkedIn, you're going to see something on the left-hand column underneath your little profile section that says post impressions. So again, you're going to go to the LinkedIn homepage on your desktop. I don't recommend doing this on the mobile app, even though I think I've checked it out on the mobile app. You can still, I think, get it that way as well. So whether you're on the mobile app or you are on the desktop, what you're going to do is, if you're on the mobile app, you're going to click your little profile bubble at the very top left, and you'll see post impressions. And you're going to click on that, and that will take you to the section that I'm talking about. Now, if you're on the desktop, you're on the home page on the left-hand side, you're just going to click post impressions, and then you're going to see something that says weekly sharing tracker. And then LinkedIn says here, increase your visibility by posting, commenting, or contributing to collaborative articles. We suggest taking 3 actions every week. Number 1, post. Number 2, comment. Number 3, contribution. Now, the cool thing is there are hyperlinks for each of these. So if you want to start a post right from here, you click on the hyperlink. If you want to comment on the feed, you click the hyperlink and it takes you to the feed where you can then comment. If you want to add a contribution, you click the hyperlink where it says add a contribution. It then takes you to the collaborative articles, and obviously you can pick the area that you want to, obviously add your contribution to. So right here, there's public administration, business administration, manufacturing, construction, soft skills, business administration, marketing, lead gen. I would probably comment on either one of those 2. Now, you don't have to just do those 3. Obviously, I post multiple times a week. I comment and engage multiple times a day and a week. And I typically contribute anywhere between 5 to 8 collaborative articles in a given week. But this is going to give you some consistency. This is going to give you a little bit of a structure and a routine as to what it is that you need to do. So again, this is called the weekly sharing tracker on LinkedIn, and it's going to encourage you to do 3 things every single week: sharing a piece of content, contributing to a collaborative article, and engaging in your audience. Now, whether you're watching this or listening to this, I've actually created something called your LinkedIn scorecard. So there's different components of LinkedIn, from your profile to connecting, messaging, audience growth, content, all of those things. And I always like people to figure out what it is that they need to focus more on. So if you comment, if you're watching on Facebook, if you're watching on LinkedIn, if you're watching on YouTube, all you have to do is type the word me, M-E, in the comments, and I'll send you a direct link where you can actually take my LinkedIn scorecard assessment to see what you need the most help with. Now, if you're listening to this on the podcast, all you have to do is DM me on Instagram at Scott Aaron LinkedIn, or send me an email to scott@scottaaron.net and just say, I'd like to take the assessment. And I will send you the link where you can take your LinkedIn scorecard assessment. So again, make sure that you focus on those 3 things: create some content, contribute to collaborative articles, and engage with your audience. So I hope you found today's training and episode helpful. Love and gratitude, and I'll talk to you next time.